What's up guys, and welcome back to another video covering Pokemon Z, or the stuff like that. It's been a while guys, it has been a while, but CoroCoro has leaked for September, and as we were promised, we have details about the new Zygarde form as well as the Mega Evolution Special. I say details about the new Zygarde form. There are several new Zygarde forms. Okay, so it's going to be a bit complicated to explain, but Zygarde can take on many forms. Its first sort of initial form is this cell form, or as it's referred to in the CoroCoro, it's actually called, I think, I'm trying to find it here. I think it's called flat form. Yeah, okay, flat form is called Zygarde Cell. Zygarde Cell. So basically, that's the little thing. That's what we sort of, that's basically what we speculated it was. A cell of Zygarde. And then this cell is basically like the main part of Zygarde, its brain almost. And then as Zygarde gets more energy, it can take on different forms. The next form up is a dog-like form you can see here, which is called Zygarde 10%, as in 10% of its total energy. In this form, Zygarde has sharp teeth and speed. Ooh. Then going up further from this, we have the normal Zygarde, which we all know and love, and this is called Zygarde 50%. It's at 50% of its power, and it's the one we know about. We just see it as it is. Then finally, the one we all sort of were hooked on, I guess, is called Zygarde Perfect Form, or Zygarde 100%, and it's still a Dragon Ground type, and it's the older Pokemon. It's now 4.5 meters tall and 610 kilograms in weight, and it's said to exceed Xerneas and Yveltal in power. Well, I'd assume so. Zygarde has the same base stat total as Xerneas to Zygarde when it's in its 50% form. What are its base stats going to be like in its 100% or perfect form? We don't know. But yeah, that's pretty much all the information about the Zygarde forms we have. Interesting stuff there, I know, a lot to take in as well, so it seems like we're going to have sort of a way to change Zygarde between these forms, stuff like that. We don't know really, but it does pretty much confirm Pokemon Z is coming out at some point, or a sequel of some sort, whether it's XZ or XY, or X squared, Y squared, something is coming out. If that doesn't confirm it already, a new anime series has been sort of announced, which is called Pokemon X, Y, and Z. So, I mean, come on. That's pretty much confirming it. Come on now. And it's to start with the Mega Evolution Act 4, which is on October 29th. And we have a poster for this as well. And if you look at the poster here, you can see, obviously, Ash and some of the characters we've seen around here. And then there's the Zygarde forms in the background. More specifically, there is the dog form, or the 10% form, there is the blob or flat form, or Zygarde Cell, which Bonnie is holding, and then behind them all is the sort of the perfect Zygarde form. I can't see normal Zygarde anywhere in this, so question mark, question mark, question mark, who knows? But you can also see, behind Ash, is the Anastasia City Sundial, which we saw in X and Y. We had some stuff to do in X and Y, in the after game we upgrade our Mega Ring there to get some more Mega Evolutions and find some Mega Stones. However, why is it here? My quick prediction for this is that in whatever sequel it is, it's going to be basically sort of, it's the way you charge Zygarde's energy almost. You come to it and then you can give it more power, or I guess you can sap power from it, so you can change it from its 10% form into its perfect form, or 50 into perfect, or whatever, but it's done with this sundial here is what I'm guessing, since it's focused here. Obviously this Mega Evolution Special is going to be about sort of this Mega Zygarde or perfect Zygarde form and whatever is going to be going on about it and stuff like that, so we can only assume the Anastasia City Sundial has at least something to do with it, and it would make sense that they sort of link it with the game in that sense. That would be my prediction there, the fact that they're linked somehow. You can give it energy, because we were told it's basically like a big Mega Stone. I'm pretty sure is sort of the general definition for the Anastasia City Sundial. It's basically a big Mega Stone, and no one knows what it does apart from that. So it would make sense that Zygarde could get charged on that, and basically, that's how you would change forms for it. One thing I don't want to mention here quickly though is look at the front of Zygarde's chest on this poster. There are two sort of bluey hexagons, and then two red ones on the other side. If you look at the Zygarde we had sort of in CoroCoro, there are no, I mean, yeah, there are sort of colours of blue and red on its chest, but they're not the crystals. Maybe its chest part comes up somehow, something along those lines, I don't quite know. But the poster does differ from the actual Zygarde image we have, possibly just, different drawings, I guess. But one thing we do want to mention about the Zygarde, perfect Zygarde form, is there's blue on one side and red on the other. Of course, this could just be balancing, sort of bring it all into X, Y, Z, X being blue, Y being red, and then Z being green. Or it could be something to do with Xerneas and Yveltal, possibly, just showing that it has power over both of them. So we talked about 1,000 waves and 1,000 arrows a bit ago when this sort of the images first came out. Maybe one arm can cast 1,000 waves, maybe one can cast 1,000 arrows. We don't know. It's possible, we can speculate about that at the moment. But really, apart from that, there's only one more thing here, which is a new Greninja form, which is talked about here. You can see it on the poster, and you can see a bigger image beside it. What is it? Well, I don't think it's going to be Mega Greninja, for starters. I don't think it's going to be, because they would say, oh look, it's Mega Greninja. I think it's literally just going to be a new form for Ash, because if you look at it, it has very similar clothing to Ash, as is also described in the magazine. It has these black stripes on its side, very similar to Ash's hair, and it also has the red stripe up the centre, Ash's hat. So I'm guessing it's just going to be a new sort of form, or new thing for Ash's Greninja in the anime, just to sort of separate it out from other Greninjas. It's happened before, so like spiky-eared Pichu and stuff. So we might end up getting it as an event at some point if they would put the new form into into a new sequel. If they were going to do that, they could do a special event for that, maybe to tie with the movie, something like that. But generally, I don't think it's going to be Mega Greninja. I do not think it's going to be. I think the magazine specifically sort of references it as. It also reveals a new look for Greninja, labeling it Ash Greninja. The magazine mentioned that it sort of looks like Ash's clothes. So, I don't think, Ash and Greninja are not going to fuse. It's not going to happen. Ash is not going to have a baby with his Greninja. I think when Greninja evolves, I think he's still got a Frogadier at the moment. I think when Greninja evolves, he's just going to take on some of the appearance of Ash. And then there will be something explained about it when it does evolve. Something like, oh, it's taken on, it looks up to you, so it's taken on some of your appearance. Something along those lines. I do not know. But that's Ash's Greninja there, or the Ash Greninja. I don't think it's going to be Mega. Let me know down below what you think of that, guys, because it's a bit weird. And also feel free to let me know down below what you think of this new Zygarde collection of forms. How do you think we're going to change these forms in-game? Are you going to use the Anastar City Sundial? Is it just going to be something that happens? Maybe you charge out to 100% and then over time it goes down to 50, and then to 10, and then eventually it just ends up in its cell form, and you have to charge it up again somehow. In the sequel, how is it going to appear almost? Is it going to sort of... are you going to catch the cell? You're going to catch Zygarde's cell, or are you going to catch the perfect Zygarde, or are you going to catch normal Zygarde and just charge it up? Or are you going to what's the story going to be behind it? Is Team Flare going to return and capture Zygarde, say as a cell? It's shown in the Mega Evolution Special, I think, that some scientists are experimenting on Zygarde's cell, so it could be sort of related to that. They take the cell, and then they'll just use energy to power up somehow. So as you go through the story, you first have to battle the 10% form, as in the dog. Maybe it's controlled by one of the admins, for example. Obviously they're going to have differing power, but the dog might be sort of equal in power to the second stage of your starter Pokemon almost, and then you might have to battle normal Zygarde later on, and then sort of the final push, the final battle, you'd have to battle perfect Zygarde, and maybe it would be like that. I don't know. Just, I guess, let me know what you think down below, guys. There's so much you can speculate on here. Also, let me know what videos you want to make, or you want me to make on concerning these Zygarde forms. Do you want me to put speculation out there on what the base stats for each form might be? Do you want me to talk more about just the plot line, come up with some sort of a weak plot line of how that could be happening, something like that? Just let me know what videos you'd like to see from me, guys, because I'm happy to make carry on making videos for you all about the new games and whatnot. But of course, if I have no ideas, which I don't generally have because I'm a very uncreative person, I can't, I don't know what to make videos on, basically. But let me know what you think of all this down below in the comment section, and I guess I'll be seeing you next time. Thank you for watching, A good Bama for you.